What is up? The fish tank guy here, and today I will be giving you an update on the 10-gallon Nano Reef. But the first thing that I need to do is explain why I called this video Crisis Averted. Now, that is because about a week and a half ago, I decided to put some Purigen into this tank. But before I could do that, I needed to recharge some of the Purigen that I had in my tank upstairs. And I made the unfortunate mistake of not following my own advice, and I soaked the Purigen in 100% bleach. Now, even after soaking it in RDI water and C-Chem Prime, after putting it back into the tank, I noticed within hours the corals closing up, looking weird. I yanked it right away, and I came to the conclusion that even though when I had tested the Purigen in a small bucket, the ammonia reading was 0, I believe there was probably some chlorine still in the bag, in the Purigen, on the Purigen, however you want to put it, and I nearly wrecked the whole tank. However, I got it out fairly quickly. I did a 50% water change, and then I continued to monitor the tank over the next few days, and things started to improve. It took a few days for some of the coral to open back up, and I did lose a few heads of Galaxia, which I'll show you shortly, which you have not seen yet. But other than that, that crisis averted. You know, in a small tank like this, I'm really happy that I didn't lose more than I did. So let's do an update, okay? I'll go around and I'll show you everything that I added to the tank. The first thing you might notice is this guy. I added a Hydor Coralia. I believe that is the 250 some gallon per hour power head. In addition to the power head that I had in there, I decided that I needed a little bit more flow, needed to get things moving around in the water a bit more, and that's why I added that. And I thought it would be overkill, but it's actually working out very nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from left to right and show you everything we got going on. Okay, up first, this is a new piece. This is a little colony of Galaxia, purple Galaxia. It's kind of rare, that's why I got it. And you'll see that there are about 3 heads in the front there that are gone. I lost those because of whatever happened with the Purigen. But I'm very happy that that is all I lost. And that Galaxia is still recovering, but in general it looks pretty good. Okay, now let's move up here. This is an SPS. I don't remember the name of it. Hey, buddy. Don't remember the name of it, but it is looking good. It's supposed to look a little furry. Kind of, it's got green fur on it. That tells you that it's doing well. In the crevice there, you'll see the Monty. Yes, it is bleached, but if you notice, it's starting to return to its normal color. Slowly but surely, that coral was also damaged, and you can see splotches of color coming back in the middle, so that is recovering. Up front here, few heads of a zoanthid. Doesn't have a name, just colorful. Got it at a pretty good price. It was only, I believe it was only a $5 frag. So decided to add that to the tank for a little more color. A few viewers have told me that is a blasto, so I'm going to go with that for now. It's looking good. It actually opened up the other day at night, which I had never seen it do before, so that means that it must be doing pretty well, so I'm happy about that. Okay, we'll go down here. This guy, I also cannot remember the name of it. He's not opened, but I think he might just still be recovering from, you know, the potential crisis we had here, so I'm going to keep my eye on it and see how it's going. Under the rock there, you'll see my Alta Yuma mushroom. It's not quite fully open, but it's looking much better than it did during the event that took place, so I'm happy that it's recovering. All right, moving up top here. You may recognize this from an early BioCube video. This is a blue chalice coral. It wasn't making much progress in my BioCube, so I decided to bring it down here where I could keep a better eye on it. And so far it looks okay. It's doing all right. Here is another new purchase. This is a mushroom that I bought just yesterday. It is a nice bright green color. There are 2 of them on the piece. I got that for $5 with $5 frag. I thought that was a good deal. Oh, missing one. Okay, this is another newer piece that you guys have not seen yet. This is a flower pot anemone. Now, it's been in that position for a couple weeks now, but when I first put it into the tank, it was moving all over the place. It was moving all over the rock, which was really neat. So, the guy I bought it from told me that this type of anemone does not typically move a lot after it finds a place in the tank it likes. And I believe that's kind of what happened, because he has not moved from there lately. But that's a really cool addition to the tank. All right. Up here, we've got a Kenya tree frag. This frag actually came from my BioCube. One of the hermit crabs snipped a branch off of the Kenya tree. I picked it up, I put it in a tank, and it attached itself to the rock right there. So that frag is kind of neat in the fact that it actually came from one of my other tanks. I didn't have to buy it. And I'm going to have to continue to frag that Kenya tree because it's becoming quite large. Okay, now I actually forgot something. If you look back in the back there, they're my Sunny D polyps. I moved them away from the Galaxia up front here. They used to be up front because when those Galaxia heads were dying, I believe they released some sort of toxins and it was negatively affecting the Sunny Ds. But all 5 or 6 polyps on the Sunny Ds are open and they're looking good back there in the corner. Okay, and back to the last 2 pieces on the right-hand side. Up front, we've got the famous open brain coral, which I love. He's nice and puffy, but if you notice, he's changing color. He used to be primarily green, and now he is primarily red. And I asked somebody at the local fish store if that was normal, and they said yes, as long as he's still puffy. So I'm going to take their word for it and keep an eye on him and see how he's doing. But for now, still looking pretty good. He's a little tensed up because I nicked him when I was cleaning the glass, but overall, doing really well. And in the back there, my frog spawn is starting to recover. It too basically shriveled up during the event, and it took a few days for it to open at all. So I'm happy that it looks as good as it does. So there you have it. There's a 10-gallon nano cube. Everything's looking well. The LED lights are doing just fine. All the corals have gotten used to them at this point, I think. And I'm going to continue to keep you guys updated and let you know how things are going. So, I am the Fish Tank Guy. Please feel free to comment or leave your opinions or ask any questions in the comment section of this video. And if you have not yet subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you would do so. And until next time, I will see you on a future Fish Tank Guy video.